LookCatchu here, and kimchi pancakes are on the menu. Also known as Kimchijeon. The most important ingredient to these pancakes are kimchi. Traditional kimchi contains anchovies or fish sauce. So for all my plant-based besties out there, remember to read the label. This kimchi is already pre-sliced, but if yours isn't, then roughly chop it into 1/2 inch pieces. Let's set the kimchi off to the side and freshen up our breath with 3 stalks of green onions or scallions, sliced. I used to call them green onions, but the internet calls them scallions, so I've been converted. Tragic.
You're tragic.
Thanks, Miku.
No problem.
Make sure to slice the white parts of the green onion in half, and overall these strips should measure around 2 inches or to the first knuckle of your right index finger. As for the batter, to a medium bowl, plop in 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. And to make our pancakes crisp, throw in 1/4 cup of cornstarch or potato starch. To make it light and airy instead of dense and gummy, we'll be using 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. You may have seen other recipes ask for egg, but this recipe is for our carnivores, omnivores, and herbivores. We can't forget the salt, 1/4 teaspoon down the hatch. And with my cute, just like you, whisk, let's quickly mix it all up, but it's looking a little bland, so we need some kimchi juice.
Where do you get kimchi juice? Is it sold in cartons like my morning OJ?
Wait, since when do you drink orange juice? Never mind. What I like to do is place kimchi in a measuring cup and then push it against the cup with a spatula to get the juice out. Or you can be a civilized human and grab it with your bare hands, squeezing it out. It totally won't leave your finger smelling like kimchi for a week. But with whichever juicing way you choose, drizzle in 2 tablespoons into the bowl with the rest of the ingredients. Next up, cold water. How cold?
Ice cold.
That's right. The extra cold water will help slow the development of gluten, an ingredient in flour. And the more gluten, the gummier and dense the batter will be. So cold water will make our batter light and crispy. We'll need 3/4 cup, adding more or less if needed. Now look how luscious our batter is. So luscious, I could use it as pimple cream. Which I've never done before because I never get pimples.
Yes, you do.
Now that our thickness is similar to crepe batter, let's plop in our sliced green onions and 1 cup of our chopped and tangy fermented kimchi. Then we're gonna do a little mixy mix. We're gonna do a little mixy mix. Don't overmix it, okay? Or else something bad will happen.
It'll be dense and chewy.
Yup, sous chef knows best. Now look at that pretty pink batter.
That's orange.
You're orange.
Oh, okay. Anyways, get this video to 150 likes so I can get rewarded with pear at the end of next video.
Now let's do a quick quality check. Do the green onion strips look like it has a thin liquid glue coating to it?
Oui.
Okay, then we're good to go. To a non-stick pan, mine is 8 inches, turn the heat to medium and add in 2 tablespoons or enough oil to lightly coat the bottom of the pan. Now that the oil is heated up, pour in 1/2 of the batter, which is around 1 cup, onto the pan. Quickly, immediately start thinly spreading the batter, but not too thin where you can see the bottom of the pan. And try your best to avoid annoying the pancake for 3 to 4 minutes. Notice that the perimeter of our pancake has turned a darker orange, which means it's partially cooked. So let's do a flip. And here's a tip. Make sure to invest all your confidence into this flip, okay? If you hesitate, then you'll end up with what my parents call me when I get an A-. A disappointment.
I'm drooling already.
When aren't you drooling, Miku? Let the other side cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. Now here's a song dedicated to kimchi. I love kimchi. Kimchi is so good. Kimchi. You and me. I can do Tai Chi while eating kimchi. Thank you. You gotta flip it twice more. Is that a word? Letting it cook for another minute on both sides. Let's flippity flop them onto a wire rack and repeat it with the remaining batter. Now that we have 2 pancakes measuring 8 inches or 20 centimeters in diameter,
Or twice the size of my head.
to a small bowl, combine 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of white granulated sugar, and 1 teaspoon of roasted sesame seeds. I just tricked you into making LookCatchu's famous soy dipping sauce, and oh, listen to this crispy ASMR. Let's chop it into 16 bite-sized pieces, and look at that, it's a 1/2 centimeter or 1/8 of an inch thick for the ultimate crisp to fluff ratio. And there we have it, pancakes of the kimchi, aka Kimchijeon. And while the pancakes are crispy, let's dig in. Alright, so this is the finished product, and I'm super excited. Oh! Alright, cheers. First bite's for you. Nom nom nom. When you first take a bite, you get hit with that light and airy crust. Then you chew a little, and you can taste a nice garlicky chili pepper flavor from the kimchi. Do you hear that crisp? The thicker pieces of kimchi give a lovely burst of refreshingness and tanginess. I especially like the corner pieces because they're extra crisp. The green onion gives a nice refreshing crunch. Let's try it with the soy dipping sauce. Ooh! That soy dipping sauce is nice and tangy. Gives a nice zing to the dish. Not spicy at all, okay? It looks very red, but it's not spicy. So, if you love kimchi, and you are constipated, go ahead and make this kimchi pancake. Your gut will thank you later. Alright, so this gets LookCatchu's stamp of approval. And I'll see you guys next time.
Miku gets birthday present. Brick. And if you're still here, comment, I'm a kimchi head, to confuse everyone.